Darkside. So folks, I did a thing. Decided that I was going to try this whole Darkside thing out. So this is the first maiden voyage. And as usual, I got old the North Carolina Canuck behind me.
Well, I can take it up the rear
here. That's the old Canadian back there. So other day, me and him actually put a car tire on a spare Goldwing rim I had, or that I bought. And I bought it with the intentions, I bought the rim with the intentions of actually trying it. I've read a lot of stuff online, and there's been countless number of miles clocked, so I'm not doing anything new by trying this, just looking at some alternatives. And I wanted to do it before my motorcycle tire was completely wore out. We just got back from the Blue Ridge motorcycle campground up in Canton, North Carolina. And one thing I did realize very quickly, of course my tire had about 8,000 miles on it. I was running the E4s. The sidewalls coming into the curves, and with the trailer pushing you just a little bit, it really wore those tires out. Still got some life left in them, but I would say out of that tire and pulling a trailer, it's probably not the best setup. So again, we're just looking at different options and trying things out. It was an experience to say the least to put the tire on, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's a learning process. We've never done a GL 1800 tire, and even with the Nomar company, they say that you have to kind of do a bit of extra work for the GL, just the way it is. But we learned a couple things and watched some videos. Again, YouTube's a lifesaver. We figured it out. We grunted through it, managed to get it sorted out, and popped it on.
Yeah, so that Nomar tire changer, for those that are interested in changing their own tires at home, that thing's a trick. Yeah, I mean, it really is. And like I said, I think it's a learning curve along with everything else. But it's well worth that, what, $550 you paid for it?
Yeah, I think that worked out, $550.
Yeah.
It'll pay for itself. So.
That's right. If you ride a motorcycle and you change enough tires, you're going to end up doing it. And the nice thing about Nomar, I think you can get adapters where if you want to change tires.
Yeah, they have a bunch off.
Yeah, on like small lawnmowers and could you do a car tire on it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they recommend it or not, but I know you can put a car tire on a Goldwing rim.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I think I can go as high as a 19-inch rim and as low as a 10-inch rim.
Yeah.
That's what the limitations are.
But his Nomar, of course, it's a manual deal. You take like on the Goldwing, it's got a little plastic center plug that covers up, because a GL 1800 is a single-sided swing arm. So it doesn't have an axle shaft that goes through it, but you basically take the rim and lock it down in the jaws and run a pipe or a post, I guess you call it, right through the center of it, and then you use a manual, what would you call that thing, like a bead? It goes under the bead, but it works the bead all the way around the tire. It's a neat setup.
It's like some cantilever operation going on. Yeah, it uses force and, a fulcrum to force it off and on.
But yeah, I mean, it's the trick. I definitely, whenever he decides to move, I definitely will probably have to get one for my shop, no doubt. I did see another YouTube video of a guy putting one on, and he used, I think it was about 3 of those metal, and they're about like zip ties or zap straps, as they say in Canada.
Zap strap, yeah.
Zap strap. And he actually put it on with a mallet, and he put it on quicker than we did with the Nomar.
Yeah, I think he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. So, but again, this is the first ride. Initial thoughts on the tire. It's very different, to say the least, but not too different to where you can't get used to it. It does feel like at low speeds it wants to stay upright more, and it does affect the front steering just a touch, to where it wants to feel like the steering or the handlebars want to turn left or right easier than it did with a car tire on it. And I think it's just getting to that pivot point of the tire when you're turning and it's trying to force the bike over, kind of like when you're pulling a trailer, it's got a little bit of a push. But it's not bad at all. It's not to where I'd feel like I was exhausted fighting against the bike. The tire that I'm running, and I know there's a lot of schools of thought on it, I kind of read the forums and the Facebook groups and everything else and looked at videos, and I'm running the Bridgestone Drive Guard run flat. It's a 195 55 16. Seems to be a tire that you get real good mileage out of. And it's got the run flat capabilities, which I kind of like. Read some articles where they were actually able to, get safely off the side of the road. I mean, I wouldn't try to ride it no extended period of time because I imagine it'd be real sloppy feeling, especially pulling a trailer if you had that. But it would give you enough if you had a flat on the road. It'd get you in a safe area. Corners, you got to kind of push the bike into the corner just a little bit, but once it gets in there, it feels just like a normal tire to me. Again, I think after everybody said you need to put, and it varied the number of miles that you should ride. Today we're just taking it out, going to try it, and maybe probably put down about 250 miles, somewhere around there by the time we get home. And but most people said, 500 miles, 1,000 miles. So I think it's kind of individually dependent upon your riding style. I'm not a real aggressive rider, so I think this is going to work out for me just perfect. Because again, I'm looking at longevity, and I'm looking for a little bit more less wear when pulling the trailer, because I tend to, when we travel, I'll either pull my Escapade or I'll pull my Leisure Light trailer just for the sake of convenience. Today I'm not pulling anything, but in the future it's nice to have the trailer when I'm with the wife. We can throw our helmets in there and crap like that, don't have to worry about locking it, because I keep a lot of GoPro stuff on my helmet, and you hate to leave all that stuff out. It's too expensive to get stole. So overall, I'm not going to recommend a car tire, because you got to look at the manufacturer's recommendations. I think it's something you need to do the research on and make that decision yourself. But I do think it's worth the research, and if you feel like it's something that you're comfortable with, try it. And then let me know your thoughts, down in the comment section. Let me know if you think the Drive Guard is held up for you, what kind of mileage you're getting out of it, stuff like that. Again, just want to thank everybody for watching. Please subscribe, send it to some friends if they're interested in Darksiding, or just share my page. Again, this is something I'm fairly new at across the board, is the YouTube thing, but trying to get better and better all the time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the road.